Hey guys, what's up? Happy Hanukkah. In this video, I would like to discuss different solutions for the problem with Hezbollah in the north. But before that, I want to tell you a little story. 2 weeks ago, I was in a brit ceremony of a good friend of mine. He have a new son, the firstborn. And the whole room was already ready in the north. They live in Metula, and they really wanted to give birth in their home in Metula. But they cannot go back home. And they said that we will not go back home till the threat of Hezbollah will remove from the border. We know that Hezbollah was part of the plan, and Hezbollah wanted also to send like thousands of terrorists into the north. They have a special power that's called Radwan power, that it's like terrorists that train to ride on motorcycles and to get into Israel and to create a massive terror attack. But anyway, so we agree that this problem, we must find a solution for this problem. And I suggested in the WhatsApp group 3 different solutions. I would like to discuss about those 3 different solutions, and also to share some thoughts for the end. So the 3 solutions that I suggested was, the first one, I suggested that Israel will get into a war against Hezbollah until the end of this terrorist organization. The second solution was to get an agreement that will move Hezbollah from the northern border with Israel, the border between Israel and Lebanon, will remove Hezbollah away to the northern side of the Litani River. The third solution that I suggested was to build a military power that will be able to be a threat on Hezbollah, and that will be able to react if Hezbollah will attack. So let's go first to the first solution. The first solution, that Israel will get into a war against Hezbollah. And there are a few things that we need to understand about the consequences. We need to ask ourselves if Israel is ready now to get into a war, that the meaning will be that her citizens will be for a few months in bomb shelters. The meaning of that will be that thousands of missiles that Hezbollah have, very good missiles, will hurt everything that important in this country, from electricity to water to you name it. And it can be like a very difficult war, and also that Hezbollah will get immediately help and support from the Shia militia in Iraq and in Syria, and will get support from Iran. It's getting into a massive war in the whole area. It's going to be super dangerous, and massive attack over Israel. But definitely, if Israel will be able to make it, it will definitely remove the threat away from the border for a very long time, because you need to understand that in the end of the day, Hezbollah have a lot of places to escape to, like Syria, like Iraq, like Iran. So they will not be able necessarily to destroy totally Hezbollah, but they will be able to remove Hezbollah away from Lebanon, and then maybe we will see Lebanon again as the little Switzerland of the Middle East. This used to be the nickname of Lebanon a long time ago, before the terrible civil war. But anyway, so this was the first solution that I suggested. So as you can understand, I'm not sure that Israel is ready now for another front, another war. As you could see, like in October 7, we weren't ready. Nobody is guaranteed that we are ready now to get into such a terrible war. But definitely, if we will get into this war, so the meaning of that is that we are all in, and then if we will win, it can be like wonderful for the whole north, and the people will be able to return back to their homes. But if we will fail, it can be another terrible war for Israel that we are not sure that Israel is ready now for that. The second solution, remove Hezbollah away from the Litani River. So first of all, I would like to explain about the Litani River. Litani River is a river in Lebanon. In the closest point to Israel, it's about 4 kilometers. But for the most of it, it's 29 kilometers away from the border with Israel. The meaning of that will be that Hezbollah will be away from Israel for most of the time for about 29 kilometers. The meaning of that this area will become a kind of a buffer zone, which will be good for Israel, and also that a lot of places in Israel, for example, like Nahariya, will be out of the range of a lot of the rockets that Hezbollah have. Like, for example, the Qassam doesn't have the range of 29 kilometers. You have 20. Katyusha, which is also a popular missile of Hezbollah, have the same. Anti-tank missiles, also same thing. So definitely it will keep Israel in a good distance from Hezbollah and will create a buffer zone. But you need to remember, it's a religion organization, and if their goal is destroy us, they will keep trying to destroy us, and they will create a better missiles. And the other thing is that who's gonna be guarantee that Hezbollah will stay, in the northern side of the Litani River? Because as we remember, United States and France and Israel pay cost of blood in Lebanon. It was a famous terror attack on the military power, international power of France and the United States in Lebanon. Over 300 soldiers, American and French soldiers, were killed in this terror attack. And I'm not sure that someone will want to be like the one that in charge, that Hezbollah will not like cross the Litani River and will get closer to the border with Israel. But it can be like a symbolic victorious for Israel. It can be kind of a middle solution, but definitely not something that will remove the problem. But still, as I said, sorry for that, a lot of benefits from such a kind of agreement, and definitely nobody can guarantee that we'll get something better. And about the third one, to build a military power that will fight, that will deter Hezbollah and will be ready to, to respond if Hezbollah will attack. So, first of all, I do think that Israel should bring more soldiers into the northern border. Definitely, Israel needs to change the way of thinking, because Israel invested a lot in, a system of missiles that will protect us. But in fact, when you're fighting against terrorists, you should be ready also to attack in a very good way. So I really hope that Israel will be able to invest a lot in attack and not in building fences and building like things in the border that eventually the terrorists will find a solution how to cross. So, and also the inhabitants of the north, we must give them weapons. We must to make sure that they will be armed and they will be able to protect themselves till the army will come, because we don't want to see another massacre that will happen like the October 7 in the envelope of Gaza. And so obviously it's something that's necessary, but the thing is that you need to remember something that is part of the state of mind of Hezbollah. Some people in Israel speaking of, Hezbollah don't want to get in, because they don't want to get involved because the situation in Lebanon is so bad. Nasrallah, and I'm sorry for being not politically, not being inappropriate, doesn't give a shit about the people in Lebanon. He's terrorist. He's like someone that doesn't care about nobody. He's also very religion. I think, in the way of thinking of religion, what is the good timing of attacking Israel? And for him, he doesn't care about the results, because for him, if he is getting the goal of hurting Israel, of make Israel collapse, he got his goal, and that's it. He's good with that. So it's not about like what is the situation of his people. It's about what the situation of our people. If he will find out that this is a good time to attack Israel, he will do so. So therefore, I don't think that really there is any force that really can make Hezbollah afraid from attacking Israel. So this is also like complicated, something necessary, but not something that really like will solve the problem. I was thinking also about something else, that that in the southern part of Syria is the area of the Druze. And the only if we want to connect between the Emirates and Saudi Arabia and Jordan and Syria, the only part that is missing is the part that is controlled by Bashar al-Assad. If we would choose to be like part of this agreement that connect the Middle East with Europe, everybody will gain a lot from that. And why I'm saying like Bashar al-Assad, I know that he is a tyrant, but he's already accepted back in the Arab League. He is now the leader. He's the one that's in charge there. So therefore, if he will cooperate, he will become a part of it. The meaning of that will be that Hezbollah will be surrendered, no more weapons into Hezbollah. The meaning of that will be the end of this organization. But the problem with this solution is, first of all, Russia, it will be against the interests of Russia in the area, and Russia have an important base into the northern part of Syria, close on the Mediterranean, in the port of Tartus, and I'm not sure that they will be agree that Syria will be part of it. And also, Bashar al-Assad gained his throne because of the pro-Iranian Shia militia that supported his regime. If he will turn against Iran, they will turn against him, and then he will not be able to control, and it will lead to another civil war. So we go back to the root of this problem, which is Iran. Therefore, if you want to solve the problem with Hezbollah, we need to solve the problem with Iran. Love you all, guys, and see you next time.